It's the Milwaukee Bucks. Clark, good rebounding teams tonight. What makes these teams so strong, so reliable on the glass?
Well, initially it starts with good, solid defense because you're in better rebounding position when your defense isn't spread out and rotating. And then you locate players, box them out, master those basic fundamentals. And then the other thing is you pursue the ball. I mean, when it comes down to it, rebounding is about positioning and going after the ball.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Chris Middleton is out there with DJ, and it's Monroe in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Lee outside. Passes it to Middleton. Screen by Monroe. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Frazier. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Cousins against Monroe. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And the shot is good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lee against Frazier. DJ dishes to Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I tell you what, he is a deceptive athlete. When you look at Jabari Parker, he does a lot of things easily from an athletic standpoint. He's stronger than he looks, has much bounce and agility. Man, I love this guy's upside. Just hope he can stay healthy.
And for Parker, it seems that everything he does on the floor is slightly deceptive. Moves smoothly, Clark, but covers a ton of ground with his steps.
Yeah, despite his size, he's got a gracefulness that belies his size. He's smooth and effortless in all that he does. A lot of players matched up on him just get overwhelmed by his explosiveness. And his skill set is right on par with his athleticism. That's a dangerous combo. Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Ellington kicks to Frazier. Davis with a screen on Lee. Frazier outside. Screen by Cousins. The pass to Evans. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and it's Evans missing.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Monroe laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Man, what hustle from Monroe. I mean, this is a guy that gobbles up second chance opportunities for his team thanks to his gigantic size.
Now here's Frazier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Ellington kicks to Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he converts the layup.
Man, I actually love the competitive spirit of Antetokounmpo. I mean, never quits on the glass. Always keeps coming. Always looking for that second chance opportunity for his team.
Lee against Frazier. Pass to Cousins. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And with great players, you've got to pick your poison. You'll live with Cousins shooting from mid-range.
Monroe with a screen on Evans. Off the pick.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more off the screen in that situation.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots, we knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
And here's Evans after Jabari Parker made that last three-pointer. Evans goes in, and that one's good. Cousins.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And it's DJ missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Goes up on the high post, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. DJ's got his first 2 points. Well, with the humble beginnings in the league and the underdog backstory, it just seems like everyone, Greg, is cheering for DJ to succeed. The amount of fans he has around the league backs that up.
Yeah, you have to give credit to DJ for making the most of every opportunity he's had, and that is something fans recognize and I think also can relate to. He'll be a popular player in our league for a long time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ogden's checked in, and there it is for him. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo really, building on his shooting. That's impressive to see. No way the defense catches up to him when he's rising up right after he gets the pass. No way.
Now here's Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Davis kicks to Frazier. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Brogdon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brogdon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And so here is New Orleans following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Cousins, hits the jumper. Cousins has got 11 points.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Here is Frazier. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Frazier the pass to Evans. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. He erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Anthony Davis. Tamari Carroll comes in for Tyreek Evans. And Tony Allen subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. Now here's Allen. Here's Cousins. And the shot falls short this time. And it's the Bucks on the break. Lee's running. Got that one up quick. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Cousins. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 4th assist in this one. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
And you know what, Greg? Every team has guys that play different roles. As a matter of fact, most players in the league are are role players. It's a matter of understanding your role and doing it well, because role players are just as important as the stars.
Zeller, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Shumpert's checked in. Frazier kicks to Zeller. It's stolen by Maker. Pass to Brogdon. There's the dish to Henson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And what an advantage it is for players in the Bucks to be able to pick the brain of Coach Jason. Pelicans trail by 5. On the court for the Bucks. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. DJ out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Vaughn in at the 3.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Magic was a big factor. He scored 20 points and ran the team as always, with a big number of assists. The most important for him beyond his own individual performance was helping his team break its losing streak.
Thanks, David. It was a terrific game for him. They'll be looking for more of the same tonight.
And I'd be surprised if he doesn't give it to them. He's in a very good frame of mind right now.
Yeah, you know what? His attitude is confidence. Everything is posted up on positive, and he'll be looking to build on the work he did the last time out for sure.
They get it again. Monroe. Davis with some nice D.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
Evans kicks to Cousins. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Off the inbound.
And Monroe really utilizing his length well to bother shooters, challenging shots. He's really good at altering shots with his height.
Antetokounmpo against Allen. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Evans dishes to Allen. Davis with a screen on Parker. Allen kicks to Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Screen by Cousins. Evans with it. Now Monroe defending. But they get it back. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 6. DJ kicks to Parker. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Evans against Lee. Lee with the steal. To the wing on the left. He dishes it to Monroe. A beautiful reverse layup. Monroe's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And that's really good focus from Greg Monroe. He's keeping his composure despite the obvious hit and nailing the shot.
And the foul called on DJ. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Screen by Cousins. Evans kicks to Davis. 6 to shoot. Allen inside the three-point line.
Has not made another 3 since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
And Clark, as a Midwest guy, you grew up watching your teams go up against the Bucks, and even as a player, you faced off against them more than your fair share. When you think about the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, who leaves an imprint on your mind for how they help that franchise?
Well, guys that I actually played against, Sid Moncrief would be at the top of the list because he was so integral to the Bucks' success. Really good at both ends of the floor, a leader. I didn't have to guard him, but I played against those really good Bucks teams in the early, mid-'80s, and he was a big part of that.
Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best in?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bucks.
And what a luxury to have the mid-range game looking so strong. They are feasting on that mid-range look, and they've been knocking them down here at a really nice clip.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Allen, just an incredible defender, has a grit and grind mentality and uses his speed and strong hands to just annoy offensive players. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging. Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Davis kicks to Allen. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 11. Parker with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's definitely a work in progress when you look at Parker's game from behind the arc. But still, you've got to get a hand in his face from out there.
Kicks to Davis. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Davis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Parker passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Vaughn. Misses the three. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. That doesn't go either for Allen.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Evans kicks to Allen. Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen for Allen. Shoots from 8 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by DJ. Lee's got his 8th assist here tonight. Pelicans trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the corner, it's Ellington. Lee against Evans. A stupendous finish in traffic. Evans has got his second bucket.
And if there's a path to the hoop, you can bet Evans is going to try and find it. He stays in constant motion, looking to get to the basket and finish at the rim.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Cody Zeller's checked in for Cousins. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Davis. Damari Carroll's checked in for Allen. And it's Frazier in for Tyreek Evans. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Parker. Shumpert is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Rashad Vaughn. And Shumpert kicks to Lee. Bangs home the trifecta. Lee's got 12.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
They set the pick. Here's Aldridge. And, yep, finally pops after rolling around the rim. He's got 6.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Pelicans trail by 15. Frazier outside. Dishes it to Zeller. He kicks it to Ellington, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And so it's Milwaukee. They're...
Thank you, Kevin. Fast start with this game. Are you happy with how you've moved the ball around and gotten it to your teammates?
Thanks, DA. Yeah, I'm really happy with how we're moving the ball and filling the lanes in.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Wayne Ellington is out there with Frazier. And it's Evans in at the 3, the small forward. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Davis with a screen on Lee. Kicks it out to Evans. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got his 6th assist on the night.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
And that one's good. DJ.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Evans dishes to Cousins. Davis with a screen on Parker. Off the pick. And Evans with a stuff.
And Evans there showing the ability to elevate. When you let him get near the bucket, he has the ability to hurt your feelings.
And glad to see Jabari Parker out on the floor after recovering from yet another torn ACL. Always hard to go through that injury, never mind twice in your first 3 seasons in the NBA. But, you know, Parker's a fighter through and through.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Not an easy situation and really disheartening for all of us who appreciate his talent and skill level. He's an outstanding young man and player, and he's vowed to come back stronger than ever before. And his attitude, positive approach to difficult adversity, I think, has set him up to have a chance to do just what he vowed to do.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. To the inside, here's Lee, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 18 points for DJ. Pelicans trail by 14. Frazier the pass to Cousins. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watch and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. In the third spot, the Bucks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
Frazier against Lee. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. Offline with his three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. DJ really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Frazier kicks to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. Evans dishes to Cousins. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. On the wing, Lee, and stolen by Ellington. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Davis with a screen on Lee. Frazier the pass to Davis. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 8th assist in the game. Frazier against Lee. And he makes that one. DJ's got 14 points now in the second half.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
For three, New Orleans getting another chance here. Davis kicks to Cousins. Frazier dishes to Cousins. Back to Frazier. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Diallo, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Allen subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Pelicans trail by 16. Frazier outside. Cousins with a screen on Lee. Frazier outside. A three. And that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Here's Evans. And again, no good by New Orleans. Bucks leading by 16. Here's Parker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker's got 11 points.
Even with the D up against him, Parker is good at keeping his focus. Doesn't lose sight of what he's trying to get done down there. Nice touch. And that touch really is something you can't teach.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Some changes for New Orleans. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Cousins. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Frazier. And then for Milwaukee, John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Maker. From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for him. Pelicans trail by 20. Evans kicks to Diallo. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. He feeds it to Evans. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Tipped away and stolen by DJ. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lee's got 30.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. And it's Evans missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Looking at Malcolm Brogdon, the first thing that jumps out at you is his poise. He's steady, unflappable, never in a rush, always playing at his own pace. And for a young player, that's not something you see very often.
Zeller, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Kent Bazemore. It's stolen by Maker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Outside Shumpert. And there's the feed to DJ. Back to Shumpert. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Shumpert's got 5 now. And Brogdon does play with a very even keel, almost poker-faced when he's out on the floor and doing his thing. But Clark, you know, he puts in work whenever he sees time.
And that's the key. And I tell you what, when I saw him at Virginia, I looked at him, his demeanor, his skill set, his approach, and said, this guy's going to be in the league for 12 years. I mean, he just has that look and presence about him. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's a professional. And that says a lot about what he brings to the table.
From deep, Evans. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Brogdon. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 10.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
They set the pick. Pick by Zeller. Out left to the wing. Over Maker. Shot by Zeller, no good. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Evans with it. He's picked up by Lee. And the foul called on DJ. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. Allen, that's good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Passes it to Brogdon. Lee left side. Zeller grabs the board.
Boy, incredible effort on defense. Refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The Bucks shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Henson with the screen. DJ kicks to Brogdon. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The pass to DJ. Clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. Allen against Shumpert. Here's Patrick. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Maker. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ's subbed in for Brogdon. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. DJ out there with Amon Shumpert. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
And the foul called on DJ. That's it for him. He's fouled out. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the third quarter was huge tonight. How were you able to come out so hot after the break?
You know, we knew that we could play with.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.